Did I feel any pressure playing Shadow? The answer is yes.
You know, the original Hollywood.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, but for you, what do you feel like has changed the most?
I wanted to inform everyone that there's been some people on Instagram pretending to be me, asking for money.
Hollywood is no stranger to scandal, but this time the revelations are bigger than ever. Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves, and Jason Momoa have each made shocking announcements that are shaking the industry to its core. From Pitt's turbulent love life and hidden feuds to Reeves' jaw-dropping acts of generosity,
I cannot wait to see this human. Let's get him right on out here and not hold back. Keanu Reeves, where are you?
the surprises keep coming. But just when you think it couldn't get more intense, Momoa drops a bombshell about Oprah Winfrey that has everyone talking. What did they reveal? And could this change Hollywood forever? Stay tuned as we dive into the shocking details that no one saw coming. Hollywood has always been home to larger-than-life figures, but few stars have left as significant a mark on the industry as Brad Pitt. Known for his striking looks, undeniable charm, and exceptional acting ability, Pitt has carved out an iconic career spanning over 3 decades. He has not only built a reputation as a Hollywood heartthrob, but also as one of the most talented actors of his generation. His name is synonymous with success, and his resume boasts a collection of critically acclaimed films, prestigious awards, and a career trajectory that most actors could only dream of.
And the Oscar goes to Brad Pitt.
However, while his professional life has been filled with triumphs, his personal life has been equally dramatic, filled with high-profile romances, painful heartbreaks, and some of the most talked-about celebrity relationships in history. Born William Bradley Pitt on December 18, 1963 in Shawnee, Oklahoma, Brad Pitt grew up in Springfield, Missouri. His journey to Hollywood was not a straightforward one. He originally pursued journalism at the University of Missouri, but dropped out just 2 weeks before graduation to follow his dreams of acting.
Missouri native Brad Pitt was a journalism major, but decided to head off to Hollywood just a few credits short of earning his degree.
After moving to Los Angeles, he took on small television roles before landing his breakout performance in Thelma and Louise, 1991. His role as a charming drifter catapulted him into stardom, making him one of Hollywood's most sought-after leading men. From there, Pitt's career soared, and he quickly became a household name. He starred in critically acclaimed films like Legends of the Fall, 1994, Seven, 1995, and Fight Club, 1999, cementing his place as both a box office draw and a respected actor. Over the years, he continued to take on challenging roles, earning 2 Academy Awards, 2 British Academy Film Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, and even an Emmy. His personal life first gained major media attention in the late 1980s and early 1990s when he was linked to several high-profile actresses. He dated Robin Givens, Jill Schoelen, and Juliette Lewis, who was notably much younger than him at the time. However, it was his romance with Gwyneth Paltrow that first cemented him as half of a Hollywood power couple. The two met while filming Seven, 1995, and quickly became one of the most beloved celebrity couples of the decade.
My boyfriend at the time,
Brad Pitt,
who...
By the way, I love him for this.
I love him for this too.
Their whirlwind romance, engagement, and sudden split in 1997 made headlines everywhere. Then, in 1998, Brad Pitt met Jennifer Aniston, America's sweetheart and one of the biggest television stars at the time due to her role in Friends. Their relationship was a dream come true for fans and the media alike. When they tied the knot in 2000, it was one of the most talked-about celebrity weddings of the era. By early 2005, the couple announced their separation, shattering the illusion of their perfect marriage. At the same time, Brad was making headlines for a different reason. His undeniable chemistry with his Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, co-star Angelina Jolie. Though both denied any wrongdoing during his marriage, their close bond was apparent. Just a few months after his split from Aniston, photos surfaced of Brad, Angelina, and her adopted son Maddox vacationing in Kenya together. Angelina and Brad's relationship quickly became one of the most scrutinized romances in Hollywood history. Over the years, they expanded their family, adopting more children and welcoming biological ones as well. They traveled the world for humanitarian work, balancing their careers with their growing responsibilities as parents. In 2012, after years of speculation, they got engaged, and in 2014, they finally married in an intimate ceremony at their French estate, Chateau Miraval. However, as with his previous marriage, cracks began to show. By 2016, the couple shocked the world when Angelina filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences.
Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have reached a divorce settlement 8 years after they separated.
The divorce was not just a simple separation, it became a full-blown battle, with allegations of substance abuse, heated arguments, and an intense custody fight over their children. The media painted a dramatic picture of their crumbling relationship, making their split one of the most talked-about breakups in Hollywood history. Amidst the chaos of his personal life, Brad's relationships with powerful figures in the entertainment industry also came under scrutiny. One such figure was Oprah Winfrey, the legendary talk show host who had built strong connections with many Hollywood stars, including Jennifer Aniston. Oprah had always been known for her wisdom and candidness, and while she never openly condemned Brad for his actions, her reactions spoke volumes. When news broke that Angelina had filed for divorce from Brad, Oprah had a telling response. While on the set of her TV movie The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, she reportedly reacted with surprise, saying, "It's the one thing that will take Trump out of the news for a day." It was clear that even she, a woman who had witnessed countless Hollywood breakups, understood the magnitude of this split. Oprah had always maintained a close friendship with Jennifer Aniston, and many believed she secretly disapproved of how Brad handled his relationships. While she never explicitly took sides, there was an unspoken tension between her and Brad. When Jennifer appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show after her divorce, Oprah subtly made it clear that she supported her. She allowed Jennifer to speak about her personal growth and future rather than dwell on the heartbreak, showcasing her as a strong and independent woman. Although Brad and Oprah never publicly feuded, their interactions remained distant after his split from Aniston. His last appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 2005 marked the end of an era.
Okay, how does that feel?
It's really nice. I thought it was, I've heard the stories, but...
While they later crossed paths again in 2020 for a brief collaboration, the rumored friction between them persisted. It was a silent yet powerful acknowledgement of the history they shared, one intertwined with love, betrayal, and the ever-changing dynamics of Hollywood relationships. Despite the ups and downs, Brad Pitt's career remained strong. He continued to take on challenging roles, proving that his talent was undeniable. His performance in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019, earned him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, a testament to his enduring ability to captivate audiences. However, even with his professional success, the shadows of his past relationships never truly faded. As years passed, his dynamic with Jennifer Aniston evolved. In 2020, the two had a much-publicized reunion at the SAG Awards, sharing a warm moment that reignited fans' hopes of a reconciliation. Though both insisted they were just friends, the internet exploded with speculation. Meanwhile, his interactions with Angelina remained tense, centered around co-parenting their children. Their post-divorce relationship was far from amicable, with legal battles continuing for years after their split. Brad Pitt's story is one of triumph and turbulence, love and loss, success and scandal. He remains one of Hollywood's most fascinating figures, not just because of his talent, but because of the legendary romances and controversies that have shaped his public image. His relationships have defined entire eras of pop culture, and his name will forever be associated with some of the most iconic love stories and breakups in celebrity history. While Brad Pitt's rocky history with Oprah kept Hollywood buzzing, another A-list star was making waves for entirely different reasons. Enter Keanu Reeves, a man who has transcended Hollywood fame to become a global icon. His impact stretches far beyond the silver screen, turning him into one of the most beloved and intriguing figures in the entertainment industry. Keanu Reeves is no ordinary superstar. Unlike many celebrities who bask in their own glory, Reeves has remained humble, grounded, and deeply connected to his fans. He has never let the bright lights of Hollywood change who he is. Instead, he carries himself with an almost mystical simplicity, always appreciative of the life he has built. "I'm a pretty simple guy, you know," Reeves once said in an interview. "Ever since I was a young kid, I wanted to act. I started professional acting when I was 15, and I've been really lucky to have the chance to build a career."
As a young kid, I decided, my mom says I declare I want to be an actor when I was 15. And why would that person ask or say that?
I don't know. I just always try to keep it simple. But there is nothing simple about Keanu Reeves' journey to fame. His career spans over 4 decades, crossing multiple genres and constantly reinventing what it means to be a Hollywood star. From comedy to action to deeply emotional roles, Reeves has done it all, and he's done it with a unique blend of talent, mystery, and sheer determination. Surprisingly, Reeves wasn't even born in the United States. He came into the world in an unexpected place, Beirut, the capital of Lebanon. His early years were filled with movement, bouncing from country to country before finally settling in Canada. But even as a child, Reeves knew he was destined for something bigger. By his early 20s, he had already carved out a name for himself in Hollywood. His big breakthrough came in 1989 with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, a quirky, offbeat comedy that showcased his natural charm and humor. The film became an instant cult classic, cementing Reeves as a rising star. Fans loved his easygoing energy, and Hollywood took notice. But Reeves wasn't content with just being the lovable goofball. He wanted more. He wanted to push himself, and push himself he did. Shifting into action films, Reeves took on the role of an undercover cop in Point Break, 1991, where he starred opposite Patrick Swayze. The film was a high-octane adrenaline rush, proving that Reeves had the charisma and physicality to take on serious action roles. Then came Speed, 1994, the heart-pounding thriller that paired him with Sandra Bullock. The film was a massive hit, turning Reeves into a full-fledged action star and one of Hollywood's most bankable leading men. But nothing could prepare the world for what came next. In 1999, Reeves took on the role that would redefine his career and change the landscape of action cinema forever: Neo in The Matrix. The film was a groundbreaking sci-fi masterpiece that shattered expectations.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world?
With its mind-bending plot, revolutionary special effects, and Reeves' intense screen presence, The Matrix became an instant phenomenon. Audiences were mesmerized, and Reeves' dedication to the role was undeniable. He trained for months in martial arts, pushing his body to the limit to bring Neo to life. Suddenly, Keanu Reeves wasn't just an action star, he was a legend. The Matrix trilogy dominated the early 2000s, solidifying Reeves' place in Hollywood history. But instead of letting success go to his head, he remained as humble as ever. Unlike many stars who retreat behind security and private jets, Reeves was often spotted riding the subway, giving up his seat to strangers, or casually walking the streets with fans. He became known for his generosity, whether it was quietly donating millions to crew members or supporting charities without seeking attention. His kindness and authenticity made him even more adored. While Hollywood is filled with scandals and egos, Reeves remained a rare gem, a superstar who genuinely cared. But he didn't stop with The Matrix. Reeves continued to surprise audiences by exploring different genres. He took on deeply emotional roles, such as his performance in My Own Private Idaho, 1991, proving he wasn't just an action star. He ventured into horror with Constantine, 2005, tackled romantic dramas with The Lake House, 2006, and even stepped behind the camera as a director. Then, just when people thought Reeves had peaked, he made the ultimate comeback. In 2014, he unleashed John Wick, a film that redefined action movies once again. The role of the unstoppable assassin seeking revenge was tailor-made for Reeves. With breathtaking fight sequences and a powerful story, John Wick became a massive hit, spawning an entire franchise. Once again, Reeves had reinvented himself.
Finally, John Wick had a huge weekend at the box office. The Keanu Reeves action film demolished its franchise record, scoring over $73 million.
Proving he was still at the top of his game. With each passing year, his legend grew. He became a symbol of resilience, a man who had faced personal tragedy, including the loss of his best friend River Phoenix and the heartbreak of losing his child, yet continued to move forward with grace and strength. In 2020, the New York Times ranked him as the fourth greatest actor of the 21st century, an honor that recognized his extraordinary contributions to film. In 2022, Time magazine named him one of the world's 100 most influential people. His career had not just endured, it had evolved, inspiring generations of actors and fans alike. Keanu Reeves isn't just a Hollywood star, he's a phenomenon. While other actors chase fame and fortune, Reeves has built a legacy rooted in kindness, humility, and an almost legendary generosity. His journey to the top wasn't easy, but through every challenge he remained true to himself, winning over millions with both his talent and his heart. Unlike many stars who flaunt their success, Reeves keeps things simple. He struggled in school, possibly due to dyslexia, but that didn't stop him from excelling in two things: hockey and acting. His love for performing started on stage before it ever reached the big screen. He wasn't born into fame or luxury. He built his career from the ground up, proving that talent and perseverance could open doors. Reeves's Hollywood breakthrough came with Dangerous Liaisons in 1988, a film that put him on the industry's radar. From there, he starred in a string of successful movies, each one cementing his place as a versatile and bankable actor. But while his on-screen performances turned him into a household name, it was his off-screen character that truly set him apart. Beyond his achievements in film, Reeves is widely admired for his generosity. He doesn't just donate to causes, he invests in them. His sister's battle with leukemia deeply affected him, inspiring him to quietly contribute millions to cancer research. He's also a supporter of organizations like PETA and the Sick Kids Foundation. Unlike celebrities who seek attention for their charity work, Reeves does it silently, never craving recognition. But his generosity doesn't stop at charities. Reeves has stunned Hollywood by repeatedly sharing his wealth with the people who work behind the scenes. During the Matrix films, he gifted massive portions of his earnings to the stunt and special effects teams, ensuring they were properly rewarded for their hard work. His appreciation for his colleagues is legendary, and he has never hesitated to take pay cuts if it means improving a film's quality or helping others get fairly compensated. Despite all his success, Reeves has faced deep personal losses. He experienced heartbreak when his daughter passed away at birth, followed by the tragic death of his former partner, Jennifer Syme. Many would have retreated from the world, but Reeves carried on, channeling his grief into his work while maintaining the kindness he is known for. Even as he continues to take on major roles, strengthening his Hollywood legacy, what truly stands out is his willingness to put others first. While many actors negotiate for higher salaries, Reeves has been known to take significant pay cuts to ensure a film's success. His reasoning? To bring in legendary actors or improve production value? A perfect example of this happened during the making of The Devil's Advocate, 1997. The film's budget didn't allow for Al Pacino to join the cast, but Reeves wanted to work with him so badly that he slashed his own salary by millions. His sacrifice paid off. The film became a hit, and Reeves delivered one of his most powerful performances. Years later, he pulled the same move for The Replacements, 2000, giving up part of his earnings so Gene Hackman could be brought on board. Few actors would willingly take less money for the sake of a project, but for Reeves, it was never about the paycheck. It was about the craft. He summed up his attitude toward wealth in a 2003 interview with the Chicago Tribune, saying, "Money is the last thing I think about. I could live on what I've made for the next few centuries." While some might view this as a publicity stunt, Those who know Reeves understand that his actions have always spoken louder than words. His generosity isn't limited to the big screen. In one of the most talked-about gestures in Hollywood, Reeves surprised the John Wick stunt team with luxury Rolex watches, each engraved with a personal message. But this wasn't the first time he had made such a grand gesture. During the filming of The Matrix Reloaded, he bought brand new Harley-Davidson motorcycles for every stunt performer who worked on the film, a move that earned him widespread admiration. But perhaps what makes him even more remarkable is his humility in everyday situations. Reeves doesn't act like a Hollywood superstar. He acts like an ordinary person. One moment that truly captured his down-to-earth nature happened at his own rap party. Instead of demanding VIP treatment, Reeves stood outside in the rain, waiting for his turn to enter, just like everyone else. While many celebrities would have expected special access, Reeves' actions once again proved that fame hadn't changed him. During that same party, he found a lost credit card and personally tracked down the owner to return it. His kindness extends beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. In 1997, at the peak of his career, he was seen sitting on the sidewalk talking to a homeless man. Instead of walking past him like so many others would, Reeves listened to his story, shared food, and spent time with him. His deep appreciation for fans is another thing that sets him apart. One particularly touching moment occurred while filming Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Congratulations, guys. This is a breath of fresh air in a somewhat dark time. I truly love this movie. Since I have been badgering you guys for over a decade about a third Bill and Ted movie.
As Reeves was heading to set, he noticed a yard sign with the words, "You're breathtaking," a reference to a viral moment where a fan had shouted the phrase at him during an event. Without hesitation, Reeves jumped out of his car and signed the sign, turning a simple gesture into a special memory. This is just one of many moments where Reeves has gone out of his way to connect with fans, but what makes him even more extraordinary is how he treats people in everyday situations. On one occasion, Reeves stopped to help a woman whose car had broken down on a deserted highway. Instead of simply calling for assistance, he drove her 50 miles to ensure she got home safely. Another well-known story involves actress Octavia Spencer. Long before she became famous, she found herself stranded on the streets of Los Angeles due to car trouble. To her surprise, the person who stopped to help push her vehicle to safety was none other than Keanu Reeves. Despite all his positive traits, not everyone is quick to praise him. Some critics argue that his reserved personality makes him seem distant. But whether people praise him or critique him, one thing is undeniable. Keanu Reeves has built a career and a reputation unlike anyone else in Hollywood. Keanu Reeves is known for his down-to-earth nature, but not all Hollywood stars share his quiet humility. Jason Momoa, the fearless Aquaman actor, has never been one to stay silent, especially when it comes to standing up for his beliefs, even if it means calling out some of the most powerful figures in the industry. Recently, Momoa shocked fans with a bold statement about none other than Oprah Winfrey. His message was clear: "I'm not reaching out to anyone on Instagram to ask for money, so please don't send anything to these people." While he didn't name names, it was obvious who he was talking about. Two of Hollywood's most famous faces, Jason Momoa and Oprah, have been making headlines, but not for their movies or charity work. Instead, a shocking revelation has left people in disbelief. Oprah, known for her sharp interviews and tough questions, has had her share of celebrity feuds. However, nothing compares to the backlash she's facing now. The controversy erupted over the devastating wildfires in Maui. Homes were reduced to ashes, families were displaced, and local businesses were wiped out. The emotional toll has been just as severe, with entire communities struggling to rebuild their lives. Momoa, who has always been proud of his Hawaiian heritage, was one of the first celebrities to speak out. He warned tourists to stay away from Maui, emphasizing that locals needed full access to resources without added pressure from visitors. But what truly enraged him was Oprah's actions during the crisis. Many were stunned to learn that Oprah had purchased even more property in Maui.
There's mixed reaction tonight from Maui, where Oprah Winfrey recently bought hundreds of acres of ag land in upcountry.
A move Momoa saw as a direct threat to the indigenous communities still struggling to recover. To him, this wasn't just another real estate investment. It was another barrier preventing native Hawaiians from reclaiming their land. But that wasn't the only issue. Momoa also took aim at Oprah and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, criticizing them for appearing on camera to ask for donations for wildfire relief. He found it deeply upsetting, even calling it pure evil. In his eyes, billionaires asking regular people for money during a crisis was nothing short of disgusting. "I wanted to warn everyone," Momoa said in a video, addressing a growing scam. People had been impersonating him online, asking fans for money. He didn't name Oprah or The Rock directly, but his frustration was clear. Why should struggling families be the ones to donate when celebrities with vast fortunes could make a real difference? Oprah and Johnson had launched the People's Fund of Maui, claiming it would send money directly to those affected. However, many questioned its sincerity, accusing them of using the tragedy as a publicity stunt rather than genuinely helping. This backlash reignited old debates about Oprah's generosity. While she is famous for her extravagant giveaways, some claim those gifts were paid for by sponsors rather than coming from her own fortune. This controversy has made people question whether her philanthropy is as genuine as it seems, but Oprah is no stranger to public feuds. Over the years, she has clashed with some of Hollywood's biggest names. One of her most talked-about fallouts was with Angelina Jolie. During the launch of the Oprah Winfrey Academy for Girls in South Africa, Oprah expected Angelina to contribute. Given Jolie's well-known humanitarian work, it seemed like a perfect fit. But to everyone's surprise, she refused. Many believe this was because Oprah had publicly sided with Jennifer Aniston after her divorce from Brad Pitt. Since Angelina was Pitt's new partner, things quickly turned cold between her and Oprah. Another unexpected clash came with celebrity chef Rachel Ray. Reports suggest that Oprah accused Ray of using offensive language, causing a rift that never fully healed. Ray denied the allegations, but insiders claim tension had been building between them for years. Oprah believed Ray was insensitive to racial issues, leading to a permanent divide. Fans were split. Some sided with Oprah, while others defended Ray. Regardless, their friendship was beyond repair. Then came her mysterious tension with Star Trek actor Chris Pine. While the details remain unclear, Pine has remained silent about what really happened. Unlike others who have spoken out, Pine simply refuses to address the issue, leaving fans wondering what went down between him and Oprah. But one of the most shocking moments came from rapper and actor Ludacris. He appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show to promote a movie, only to later claim that Oprah had unfairly edited their conversation. According to him, parts of the discussion were cut to make it seem like he agreed with her, while his real opinions were erased. Ludacris was taken aback, realizing that Oprah had shaped the interview to fit her own narrative. He had expected a fair discussion, but left feeling manipulated. While some defended Oprah, others felt she had crossed a line. His main reason for appearing on the show was to promote his film, not to have his rap career dissected. But Oprah had other plans. Time and time again, these controversies have raised questions about celebrity influence and accountability. Do powerful figures like Oprah truly care about the causes they support, or are they more interested in controlling the narrative? Now, with Jason Momoa stepping forward and openly criticizing Oprah's role in the Maui tragedy, the debate has reached a boiling point. People are asking hard questions. Should billionaires be asking the public for donations? Is celebrity philanthropy more about image than impact? And most importantly, who is really benefiting? As the dust settles, one thing is certain. Hollywood's biggest names are being held accountable like never before. The days of blind admiration are fading, replaced by a demand for honesty and real action. Which revelation surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments section.